Hey everybody, welcome to Grace and Fire. My name is Glenda. Well, this week, my husband and I went out to a local U-Pick farm and we picked 24 pounds of strawberries. And if you've ever been in this position and you get home and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with all of these strawberries? Well, I'm about to show you. I have been working on it all week and I thought I would share some of the things that I've made. And I'm enjoying some right now. So cheers. So come along and see what I do with 24 pounds of strawberries.
Before I process any of my strawberries, I want to make sure that I'm giving them a thorough cleaning. But I want to give a tip from the U-Pick farm. They said that if I was going to freeze them in my regular freezer, to put the strawberries in my freezer in a bag unwashed. And then when I use them, to take them out of the freezer and just wash them before we were to eat them. It helps with the strawberries so that way they don't stick together. So that's just a tip from the U-Pick farm, but only do that with organic strawberries is what they had suggested. Anyhow, I'm going ahead and I'm cutting my strawberries into slices. I'm saving the tops of my strawberries for another project, so stay tuned and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with those. Now I'm laying my strawberries evenly on the Harvest Right trays. It's important that they are in a single layer so that way that they properly dry out. One of the things that my husband and I like to eat is strawberry slices. We've cut back on eating candy, and for us, we've looked to eating fruits. So strawberry slices are our favorite thing to eat. Now tell me, don't these strawberries look so yummy? The color, oh my goodness, so deep red and just beautiful. I'm so excited. Now this is the next day and I need to check to make sure that they are completely done. So the way to do that is to pick up a thick strawberry and to break it in half, and just to make sure that it has a crisp sound and it breaks and there's no moisture inside of it. And these strawberries are done and they are ready to be stored. So I'm going to go ahead and take them all out and put them into Mylar bags or into mason jars. Now I'm going to be making my family favorite of strawberry jam. It's just the ball recipe on the container and it's a low sugar one. We just love to eat this. It's so good. I'm curious, do any of you guys make jam? And if so, what is your favorite one? Tell me in the comments section below. I'd love to know. One of my boys had asked me for strawberry jam, and this is his favorite thing to put on toast. So of course I had to make some. Now, I have to tell you, I have 3 different water bath canners. I have 2 for the stove and this electric water bath canner. I love my electric water bath canner because I can put it anywhere on my countertop. It makes it so easy and it's so portable. Now, as you can see, I'm pulling my jars straight up and out of the canner. It's super important that you don't tilt your jars around. You want them to get a proper seal. So lift them straight up. Yes, there will be water on top of the lid. That will go away. Just be patient with it. But lift it straight up and out of your canner. And then you will hear the music, and I call the music the popping sounds of the jars as they seal on their own. From there, these jars will sit on my counter for 24 hours, and then I will take the bands off of them for storage. Never stack your jars on top of each other. Leave them in a single layer on a shelf in a dark space and in a cool space as well, so that way you can get the max amount of storage. which is about 18 months with the ball lid jars, which is what I'm using. This jam is going to be shared with friends and family. Next up, I'm going to be making my new favorite tea. I tried this out about a month ago and I fell in love. I don't know if you've ever had strawberry mint tea, but I love it, and I love the fact that I made it. So to do this, I'm using freeze-dried strawberries, freeze-dried stevia, and freeze-dried apple mint, all from my homestead. The strawberries are actually from my homestead, not from the 24 pounds of strawberries, but I do have a batch that I'm setting aside for the tea as well. I don't have an exact recipe for this. This is all just a taste, and honestly, I love it. What I will say is that you don't need much of the stevia because it is extremely strong. Now I'm going to put the basket inside of my tea kettle so that way it can brew. This tea kettle was given to me many years ago by a loved one, and I love it because it automatically brews it, and you can program it for green tea or black tea. For right now, I'm programming it for green tea because that's what this is. And now you can see that the basket is lifting up because it's done brewing, and I have a beautiful light green tea. If I can put the smell in this video, I would. It smells divine. I just love the smell of this tea. Of course, I had to pour a cup. It is wonderful. Strawberry mint tea, I highly recommend it. And you don't have to add sugar or honey because you have your stevia in there. It is a really nice tea to have on a cold night, and it's refreshing too. If you give this one a try, please let me know. Now, if you remember all those strawberry slices from the tops, I'm going ahead and I'm putting them into small Ziploc bags, and I'm going to throw them into the freezer individual. There's just maybe about a cupful per Ziploc bag. My chickens love strawberries, and when they're frozen, this is a great treat in the summertime, in that dead of summer when it's so hot, to take it out to the girls and cool them down. They love strawberries. I'm about to show you. Just watch. Look. These strawberries are still frozen, and my girls were going nuts over it. This is seriously their favorite thing.
Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and if you did, great. Let me know in the comments section below. And I'm curious, what do you make with strawberries that you've picked, either at your home or if you've gone to a local U-Pick farm? Tell me in the comments section below. I'd love to hear about it. Well, anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure you give somebody a hug. God bless.